Rosamond Elementary School on the 4th of February to hear a program about ecology, picking up plastic, being an eco-hero. Kern County Public Works has offered this to the schools, and Rosamond Elementary took them up on it, and let's go in and see the show.
Bye.
Morning, Jordan.
Morning.
And explain to me what's happening here.
So I'm here doing the EcoHero show, and we have all the kids coming in, and we basically teach them about different ways that they can help the planet, help the environment through music and songs. We get them up and dancing, and it's just awesome to get the kids excited about ways that they can help the earth.
And do you do this at all the schools in Kern County?
Not all of them, but we got a lot. I think it's 30 schools this year, this school year. So yeah, we get to go out and reach a lot of them. You guys are welcome to come take a seat anywhere that you can find a spot. Go ahead. Which I love. There's so many different schools, there's so many different communities out here, and it's great to get to not only come visit them, but also talk to them about what they're doing to help their environment and what else they could do.
Sure. And where are you from?
I'm from Berkeley originally, Berkeley, California.
Oh, Berkeley. Yeah, my uncle lives up there.
Yeah.
Nice place. And so you tour every year? A number of schools?
The EcoHero show has been going on for about 9 years, I think. I've just been with them for this school year. But even in a short amount of time, it's been just a great experience to get to see, to see all these different communities and what we can do.
What age group do you deliver it to?
The show is for pre-K or TK through 5th or 6th grade. So we find that that's the age group that, for this content that we have, that can really connect with it.
Well, marvelous. It looks like the kids enjoyed it from what I saw in the back there.
Yeah, it's awesome. We get to have a fun time, and hopefully that carries over into what they do outside of the show and what they do at home and what they do around their school.
Yeah, they probably remember it pretty well.
Yeah. Sometimes we'll come back to a school and the kids will remember the songs about picking up litter and all that stuff.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good time.
Well, that's good. So you go yourself. You don't have a crew or anything?
There's a team of us that do this, but we split up so that we can cover different schools at the same time, so we can reach as many kids as possible. Get the message out as best we can.
And do you take this message to other school districts?
Yes, we got a bunch all up and down the state, as far north as Humboldt and as far south as San Diego. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, thanks very much for all the information.
Thank you, John.
Let you get back to work and rest a little bit before you have to put on the next show.
Thanks so much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing today? Yeah, awesome. That's what I like to hear. My name is Eco J. I'm a sidekick of Mr. Eco. We got a team of EcoHeros just like me. And I'm here today to let you all know how you can be heroes, a special type of hero called an EcoHero that helps your planet. We're going to talk about that all today. But first, let's get 3 huge claps. 1, 2, 3. For all of you teachers for allowing us to be here today. And 3 more huge claps. 1, 2, 3. For your county of Kern County for sponsoring this show. And let's all turn around and wave hello to Mr. John in the back there, who is here from the Public Works Department. Thank you for making this possible. And the reason that they feel that this is important is because they know, just like we do, that what you do in your everyday life can affect our planet and change the world. We're going to talk about that all today, but first, let's all get warmed up with a fun activity. Let's all stand up for this, shake it out a little bit. Get loosened up. If you can hear me, clap once, clap twice, and stay. All right. So, the way this works is that I'm going to point to one of your teachers, and we all go crazy clapping for that teacher as if they have just won an Oscar award. And then that teacher will pass the Oscar to another teacher after 4 or 5 seconds. Okay? You got it? So we're going crazy for your teachers as they're winning Oscar awards, one after the other. All right. And the Oscar goes to you right here in the black jacket. Give it up. And then the Oscar goes to passing over here. Give it up. And the Oscar goes to passing to another teacher. And the Oscar goes to passing to someone else. You here in white. Give it up. And let's do one more. We can pass it, maybe someone on this side. And now give yourself a round of applause for being here. And welcome to a seat. You guys are good at that. So, I mentioned Mr. Eco sent me here, and before we get to our first song, we're going to start with an intro video from him. Let's check that out. Here we go.
I am environmental rap superhero and YouTuber, Mr. Eco. We have performed the EcoHero show to schools all around the United States and all over the world. We are excited to have you changing the world with us as EcoHeros. After the show, you can watch all of our music videos and many more by subscribing on YouTube. We have music you can listen to on iTunes and Spotify. Internet is where you can find EcoHero tips and inspiration. Coolest of all, there is an EcoHero Club you can join at our website where you can unlock how to change the world. Teachers, we'll be following up with resources for continued learning in class. I'll see everyone later on YouTube. Enjoy the show.
All right, our first song has a villain, a bad guy. Yes, that's right, the litter bug. Because we don't litter, we don't throw our trash on the ground. Everybody follow me, put your hand out like this and say, don't be a litter bug. Okay, don't be a litter bug. That hands up goes, don't be a litter bug. Last part goes, if you see litter, better pick it up. So, if you see litter, better pick it up. All right, let's put it together. Here we go. Don't be a litter, don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. If you see litter, better pick it up. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun. It's a good chance to dance, get moving a little bit. It's my friend, Mr. Eco. Can you believe that? Would you throw trash in your room now? Should you throw trash in your stool now? I'm litter about litter. Alright, everyone get ready. Put your hands up and say, don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. When you see litter, better pick it up. You are a litter bug. Throwing trash in the middle of the street, park, city, beach. Literally bug to be literally. Litter on the ground, which is more litter. It's a bad baby sitter. Beside it, and can end this problem. And we're showing some games like the ocean. All drains lead to the ocean. That's what Finding Nemo told them. As in mind, still don't match for the Pacific garbage patch. Should you throw trash in your room now? Should you throw trash in your stool now? I'm litter about litter all across the planet. Alright, here we go, hands up. Don't be a litter. Let me hear. Be a litter. Next, don't be a litter. When you see litter, better pick it up. You are a litter bug. Throwing trash in the middle of the street, park, city, beach. Literally bugs. Literally. Litter on the ground, which is more litter. It's a bad baby sitter. Beside it, can end this problem. Show me those wings here, right? Here we go. All drains lead to the ocean. That's what Finding Nemo told them. As a rhyme, I still don't match for the Pacific garbage patch. Should you throw trash in your room now? Should you throw trash in your school? I'm litter about litter all across the planet. Hey, last time, let me hear those singing. Here we go. Don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. Don't be a litter bug. When you see litter, better pick it up. You are a litter bug. Throwing trash in the middle of the street, park, city, beach. Literally bugs me. Literally. Give yourselves a hand. Let's shout We have three main ways that we can help prevent litter. The level 1 way to prevent litter is the obvious one. Not littering. We don't just throw our trash on the ground. And think about it, if y'all want to see trash all over your school, you want to go home and see trash all over your street? No, so we, as EcoHeros, don't litter. Let me all say, I don't litter. Now, the level 2 way to prevent litter is using reusable items like this reusable water bottle. Yeah. Raise your hand if you use a reusable water bottle. Nice, yes. Doesn't have to be fancy like a high-grade glass. It can be anything that you don't have to throw away. Now, they can be platforms. So, it's really important that we use these because if we all use reusable bottles, cups, bags, silverware, stuff like that, there won't even be any of that single-use plastic that can become litter in the first place. So let me hear y'all say, I reuse. Yes, and the level 3 way to prevent litter is to help pick it up. Raise your hand if you have ever helped pick up trash around your school or your city or somewhere out in nature like a park. Nice, give yourselves a pat on the back if you've done that. Now, here's an idea you might want to try. You can take a before and after picture when you help pick up trash somewhere that has a lot of trash, so that you can show how much of an impact that this makes. And if you're into social media at all, people use the hashtag trash tag to post photos like this. So that's one idea you might want to try. Now, we're going to talk more about why litter is a problem, but first, I want to tell you a little about my story and how I got involved in this. So these are some pictures of me when I was little. And back then, I didn't know about being an eco-hero. I didn't grow up always making the best choices for the environment. When I got older, I went to school at Lewis and Clark College in Portland, Oregon. It has a big forest next to it. I spent a lot of time out in nature, and I learned how awesome our environment is. And I also learned that our planet's facing a lot of pretty serious problems right now. So I decided I wanted to do something to help. I wanted to find a way to get involved. So I went back to school and got a teaching degree at UC Berkeley, which is a school in my hometown, not too far from here. And then I met Mr. Eco. That's Mr. Eco right here. This is me right here. We look kind of similar, but we're actually different folks. And now I work with our team of EcoHeros to help young people like all of you discover how you can get involved and how you can help as well. And one of the reasons that I wanted to work with young people like you is because the teachers in my life, the adults in my life that helped me when I was your age, made me who I am today. Without them, I would not be where I am today. So I want all of you to find your teachers in the room, find their eyes, give them a smile, and give them a round of applause for helping you out do the best. Now, what do you think makes a hero a hero? This doesn't just have to be an eco-hero, any type of hero. What makes somebody a hero? What do y'all think? How about you right here in the black and gray? Kindness and helping people are huge. What is your name? Kasani? Give him a round of applause. Awesome, awesome. What else? What else? You right here in the leather jacket over there. Try to help and do your best. Absolutely. What is your name? Roxanne. Give her a round of applause. And one more. You here in the bright pink puppy jacket right there. By helping pick up trash and using kind words. Yes, there are lots of ways to help. What is your name? What is it? Ariana, give her a round of applause. Now, I'm curious, let's say maybe Kasani over here. Do you believe that you have the power to be a hero? Yes? Who decides whether or not you have that power, whether you can be a hero? You! Yeah, he's got it. Each and every one of you decides for yourself whether or not you can be a hero. We're going to talk about that a little more later, but just for now, know that each of us needs to decide to be a hero and help our planet right now because it needs our help. So the EcoHero symbol, what we do is we make the world with our hands like this. Let me see it. Nice, yes, because the world is in our hands. Now, our next song has another villain. This one is the Bag Monster. Yes, the Bag Monster. So, this guy reminds us that we want to use reusable items instead of single-use items like plastic bags. Think about this. If you just use one plastic bag or one plastic fork and you throw it in the trash, you probably don't think too much about it. But imagine if you had to keep and wear all the single-use plastic that you use during the year. That you would think about it, and that's what the Bag Monster represents. So for this song, I need some dancers who want to come help lead this dance. And raise them in the back. Everybody got a jacket, and a green t-shirt, teachers gave you a little chance in a little bit. You right here in the blue in the front row. You there in the black sweatshirt over here. You there in the black little lady. You guys can come up to the stage. You can just like left side, right side, get some words. Awesome. Yes, you guys got that? Okay, next part goes. If you ain't got no bags, if you ain't got no bags, then you ain't got no swag, okay? Then you ain't got no swag. Okay, so if you ain't got no bags, then you ain't got no swag. If you ain't got no bags, that part's the same. Last part, then you a Bag Monster. Okay, let's put that all together. Here we go. Hands up. This way. Bag Monster, Bag Monster, Bag Monster, you a Bag Monster. If you ain't got no bags, then you ain't got no swag. If you ain't got no bags, then you a Bag Monster.
Next, you got the main moves. I'm going to throw some other ones out that are easy to follow with. And the last thing to tell you dancers up here is that when I say the word freestyle, you can have fun and do any movement you feel like doing, whether that's a dance move you know, or just some way that you feel like doing in the moment. There is no wrong way to freestyle, so watch out for that word. Here we go. Bad Monster song, get ready, let's hit it. Alright, hands up, make your scariest monster face. This way, bad monster, other way, bad monster, bad monster. You look bad. If you ain't got no back, that's it. You ain't got no slack. If you ain't got no back, that's you a bad monster. Put your hands up. And a free yourself. Talking to the stop. I'm not here now. Electric mode. Only organic. Okay, get ready. And freestyle. Ready? Hey. Oh yeah. All right, hands up. Here we go. Bad monster, other way. Bad monster, you bad monster. If you ain't got no back, that's when you ain't got no side. If you ain't got no back, that's when you a bad monster. Jump. Hey. If you do use single use over the course of the year, that's 5 guys on you. Here we go, bad monster. Bad monster. Bad monster. Bad monster. You bad monster. If you ain't got no back, that's it. You ain't got no slack. You ain't got no back, that's it. Bad monster. Freestyle, hit it. Hey. He goes. Alright, follow me. Boom. We go like that, that's it. And back. They didn't know their abuse of single use really adds up. We need your help as well. We really have enough. Last time. Bad monster. Bad monster. Bad monster. You a bad monster. If you ain't got no back, that's when you ain't got no side. If you ain't got no back, that's you a bad monster. Give it up. Nice job, Take it out. Hey. Nice. Thank you so much, guys. Did an awesome job. You can all head back to your seats. Thank you for helping. All right. If you didn't pull out once, if you didn't pull out twice, if you didn't, tell me. Awesome. So as EcoHeros, we want to use reusable items, not single-use plastic items that get used once and thrown away. Now, I want you to think about how you can do this in your own lives. For example, does your school have these? Yeah. So, I want you to think about this for a second. If I want to use just one of the items in here, I actually have to get the whole package and throw the other things away. And it comes wrapped in plastic, which also gets wasted. So, after we've informed, some schools have actually switched away from using these and got their districts to use reusable instead, or at least having these items come separately so that we're not wasting as much. So if there are any of you who want to take some action and get involved, reach out to us and we can help you change this in your school district. Now, our whole state has been looking at ways to do this kind of thing, cut down on single-use plastic. So we recently decided to stop using all single-use plastic bags at grocery stores. We have an Ask First policy now for plastic straws at restaurants. And in Canada, up north of us, they've actually decided to get rid of all single-use plastic. But I want you to think, Why is it such a problem to use single-use plastic? Why do you think people care? What do you think? How about, you there in the camera right there. Yes, it's only used once, which is a big waste of resources, and then it ends up in, what did you say? The ocean, yes. So it hurts all kinds of animals, including the turtles that we love so much. Yes, even that. So, we're going to learn even more than we already know now. So if you can hear me say, yes. My friend Mr. Eco took a special trip to study this problem. We're going to learn about it in this next video. Let's check it out.
I had heard that there was a lot of plastic out in the middle of the ocean. So I went on a sailing trip from Bermuda to Iceland. It took us 21 days, 3 weeks straight on a boat. We even made an ocean raft. That the seas need plastic surgery. Plastic surgery. Plastic surgery. I was with scientists from around the world doing a study to try to find out if there's plastic in the middle of the ocean. We would drag a net for an hour at a time. And what we found may surprise you.
So, they would drag a net next to their boat, and when they pulled it out, what do you all think they found? They found this. Yes, that's right, this is called microplastic. Can you all say microplastic? So, micro means tiny, right? We know that. So microplastic are tiny pieces of plastic in the ocean. This happens because something like a water bottle, if it winds up as litter in the ocean, it breaks down into tiny, tiny pieces because of the waves, the sun, and the salt in the water. And during this process, some animals can actually think that it's food. So one example is this bird, the albatross. It's a beautiful bird that spends most of its life flying around looking for food to bring back to its babies that live on an island in the middle of the ocean. But what they're finding on these islands is this. Yeah. Don't leave this up, you can't let me look at but this is a big problem. So what happens is, if you can hear me say, what happens is that when these birds eat this plastic, it actually fills their stomach up and it winds up killing them because they can't eat normal food after. So there's something too full of plastic. So this isn't just affecting these birds, it affects like little tiny fish that eat this, it's affecting things like this turtle that had plastic straws stuck in its nose, anybody's seen that video. It's affecting even, I was shocked to learn that it's even affecting whales. Yes, this whale washed up on the shore of Italy. When they cut open its stomach to see how it died, they found 46 pounds of plastic in this one whale. Yeah, so this is affecting all kinds of animals in our ocean. It is a really big problem. But we are EcoHeros. Do we need to just sit here and let this happen? No! We can make a difference by doing some simple things like not littering, using reusable items, and cutting down on our waste in the first place, and recycling properly. Now, recycling alone is not quite enough to save these animals. We need to reduce, reuse, and repair, and then recycle. But when we do have things to throw out, we need to know how to recycle properly. So we have this next song, Recycle Robot. For this song, there is another dance, but for this one, what if we had all of your teachers come on and choice is up to you. Die in landfill or be reused. Drop it like it's hot, or take a shot. Recycle robot, recycle robot. All right, that's part one. We have 4 more parts to teach you. Just kidding. I'm just joking. You guys got it? The other option, you can do this robot the whole time if you feel like that is what you're feeling at the moment. So don't worry about it. There's no wrong answers here. Let's all stand up for this one so we can all leave this one together. Here we go. Drop it, recycle robot, recycle robot. When you're just die in the landfill, drop it, or recycle robot, recycle robot. Or something else say, just throw it away, use it as stuff to my dismay. I'm not disposed, drop away. More than leads, no ways to do this. Energy, I'm producing limited. It's like a lead to more ways to do this. Same energy, I'm producing limited. Everybody know that? It's a robot. It's moving the chains, but down the hands. It's like a robot. Here we go. When you're through, just subdue. Die in a landfill, drop it. Or recycle robot, when you're through, trust up to you. Die in the landfill, reuse, drop it. Or recycle robot, paper robot, bottles, for your little lips, you know you got to robot. Paper robot, bottles, for your little lips, you know you got to. I probably, I swear, and that's cool. It's like a robot. It's a robot that got it. It's like a robot. Oh yeah. Okay, last time we go. When you're just such a dude, die in the landfill, I'll be reused. Drop it, or recycle robot, recycle robot. When you're through, just such a dude, die in the landfill, I'll be reused. Drop it, or recycle robot, recycle robot. Make some noise for your teacher! So teachers, thank you for coming up and leading that dance. That was great. This box that's coming around has some EcoHero cards in it. So when you get this, you can count out the number you need for your class and you can pass the rest on. These cards, when you get them, will have ways that you can keep learning about being an EcoHero by watching more songs and videos and listening to and joining our EcoHero Club online after the show. So check that out as well. So it's really important that we're not only recycling, that we're recycling correctly. So some of you may know that around our world today, there's a really big problem with recycling because we ship a lot of it overseas. But what's happening is that we are putting things in the recycling that don't actually belong there. And when that happens, it means that the whole batch of recycling can't be used. Imagine if you're baking a cake and you put something in that shouldn't be there. That whole cake is ruined. So that's what's happening with recycling as well. Now, in order to make sure that we are part of the solution instead of the problem, we're going to play a little game to help us know how to recycle correctly called Recycle Trivia. Alright. Question 1. How many times can an aluminum can be recycled? A, 2 times, you put up 1 finger. B, 200 times, you put up 2 fingers. Or C, over and over, you put up 3 fingers. Okay, so take your best guess. This is just for yourself to see whether you know it or not. The answer is C. Everyone remember? So aluminum cans and glass bottles can be recycled over and over, there's no limit. So we want to really make sure that those items especially is into recycling, not trash. Our next question is, which one of these items is actually getting recycled? A, Ziploc bags, B, single-use utensils, C, chip bags, or D, none of the above. Take your best guess by putting up that number of fingers. The answer is, somebody may be surprised, C, none of the above. So, everybody count once, count twice, and say,
Thank you.
so, raise your hand if you were surprised by this. I was kind of surprised to learn some of this myself, but anything that is thin and soft, or that is smaller than a standard water bottle. These items are too hard to make into new materials, and so they have to go in the trash. Even if you want to recycle them, they can't really be recycled, and they're going to add to that problem we talked about earlier. And our last question is, oh yeah, you already know recycled paper and cardboard as well. These items cannot be recycled. Our last question is, what is plastic made from originally? Is it A, plastic, B, oil, or C, trees? This one's kind of tricky, not everyone knows this. Plastic, oil, or trees. The answer is oil. Yes, the same stuff we use to make gas for our cars. So, we know how much problem there is with gasoline. Oil has some of the same problems with being made from plastic. Awesome. So, we're about to come to the close of the show, and before we leave today, I want to get serious with you guys for a second. Part of being a hero, which all of you are the heroes of the show, and one of the hardest things is that it can be hard to believe that you can make a difference. All of us have positive thoughts and negative thoughts, and it's up to us to choose which of those we focus on. So one way to think about it is there's an old story that says there are two wolves always fighting in your mind. One wolf that represents all of your positive thoughts, and one wolf that represents all of your negative thoughts. And it's up to you which wolf you feed, which type of thought you focus on, and that is the wolf that will win that fight. So this next song talks about that. It is called Two Wolves, and it was filmed in Taiwan. And we're going to sing the chorus. So it goes, which wolf wins? And then you all sing, the one you feed, the one you feed, the one you feed. Let me hear it. Which wolf wins? The one you feed, the one you feed, the one you feed. Awesome. One more time. Which wolf wins? The one you feed, the one you feed, the one you feed. All right, here we go. Hope you guys enjoy.
Inside us all, there's an eternal battle between two wolves. One wolf represents everything bad, everything evil. The other wolf represents everything good, everything virtuous. Which wolf wins? Simply put, the one you feed.
What up, Eco? It's the good wolf here. Been changing lives for about 4 years. Man, you should be proud. All these kids have vowed to change the world. As EcoHeros now, like whoop. All these things follow you each day. They say they favorite superheroes, but you can't catch them all, no matter what way it's strung. No hero will ever be a villain to none. You ain't a hero to none. You a loser in a kid that has no faith. They know your faith. Let's do that straight. Go outside, leave now. Turn to life, but come back. We found a real job.
Even the devil's trying to know how to stop. Remember that the good will still around. You make your own mentality and feel this right to reality. You choose the wrong reality.
Are you ready? Here it comes. Which wolf wins? The one you need, the one you need, the one you need.
There's a war in my mind between two wolves.
One more time. Which wolf wins? The one you need, the one you need, the one you need. There's more than this song. I wish we could do the whole thing, but you guys gotta get out of here. But you can watch the rest online. This is one of my favorites because I too have all these positive and negative thoughts. It's something we all deal with. So, if you can hear me say, I want you all to remember, feed those positive thoughts, feed that good wolf. If somebody's being mean to you, that means that their bad wolf is feeding their good wolf in their mind. So all we can do is focus on the positive, do what we can to build each other up, build up those positive thoughts. So, to close, let's give, once again, 3 huge claps. 1, 2, 3. To your teachers for allowing us to do this and use this time. 3 more huge claps. 1, 2, 3. For your county for sponsoring this show. Wave hello to Mr. John one more time. And 3 huge claps. 1, 2, 3. To the heroes of today's show, all of you. You guys are going to change the world. Let me hear y'all say, I will change the world. Yes, you guys are going to change the world. You can keep learning more about how to do that by looking at more of our songs and videos at our EcoHero Club online. Everybody looking at teachers, find their eyes, wait for their instructions on what to do next, and go out there and change the world. Give yourselves a big round of applause. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Go out there and make a difference today.
All right, hey guys, listen up real quick. So 3rd grade, we'll go with 4th grade for recess. So that will be at 10 o'clock.
Well, what does the principal think about a show like this?
So it's always nice to have an assembly for kids. I know we teach curriculum and we do all these things, but it's nice for them to be able to see what the world looks like in adults' point of view and then the kids' point of view as well too. So we had Miss Patty Galindo, our principal secretary, set this up, and I'm glad we did because the kids really enjoyed learning about recycling and stuff like that. So.
Right, and the kids really seem to instantaneously become a part of it.
Yeah, so they gravitated to it, and a lot of the show is modern, which makes it nice for the kids to be able to associate with that kind of thing too. So it has the modern flair to the things that we're trying to accomplish just as a human beings kind of thing. So
right, and the tie-in to YouTube to keep it going is I've not seen that before.
Yeah, and so that will keep kids. I know we have a lot of YouTubers nowadays.
Oh, for sure.
With kids, so this will be something that's positive in the YouTube realm kind of thing for them to do, look and stuff like that. So
right.
Very exciting.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You
Appreciate
bet.
it.